Good morning and welcome to Mocs Sports News. I'm Zach Smith and we're here to fill you in on the latest in FSC sports. FSC women's golf standout Abby Williams played in her first professional tour event this past weekend in Florida Natural's Charity Classic. Williams shot an 83 in round 1 and an 88 in round 2 and hit 19 of 28 fairways in regulation. Although she would miss the cut, Williams said the opportunity to play in a professional event was such an amazing honor, dubbing the event an amazing experience. Williams and her FSC teammates will participate in the Sunshine State Championships from April 17th to April 19th. Mocs baseball had a total of 36 hits, that's a lot if you don't know baseball, as they won 2 out of 3 games at Rollins this past weekend. Sam Machonis had 6 hits in the series, including 3 doubles, a home run, and 3 RBIs. Pitcher Ben Richardson dominated in Game 1, throwing a no-hitter into the 8th inning until he gave up a base hit with 1 out. Coach Nico also captured his 100th win, 100, in his young coaching career in the victory after Game 3. The Mocs are now 25-9 overall and will travel to play 3 games at USC Aiken this weekend. Concussions have been a buzzword in the world of sports lately. They're a hot topic of concern and present reality for much athletes. But how many do you really know about them? How much do you know? Here's Taylor Gillis with more information.
Yeah, I just got hit in the head pretty hard with a stick. Honestly, I don't really remember it too well, but I just know that I got hit in the head pretty hard and didn't remember much.
Concussions have really become a big issue because of recent research. In the past, the old day was shaking up on the play, they just had a little dinger, and people didn't think that concussions had any long-term effects. And as we know, especially right now, recent research is showing that it does have long-term effects. That a significant amount of concussions, even micro concussions, can cause permanent damage.
The best way to heal is to do absolutely nothing. Used to be was put yourself in as dark a room possible and sleep. You can take some Tylenol to kind of help with your headache, but as much rest as you can give your brain, the better and faster it will heal.
Like everything's kind of blurry, nothing's very sharp. Light and sound is you're super sensitive to that.
The danger with second impact is if your brain hasn't had the time to properly heal, they sustain a second concussion, quite often permanent disability and even death can occur with that second impact.
Thanks, Taylor. The women's lacrosse team played Shepherd this past Friday. The game resulted in a 17-6 victory for the Mocs. Ashley Robertson, Kayla Shawfield, and Emily Santoli each scored 3 goals to help the Lady Mocs to the win. Continuing their winning streak, they played Seton Hill on Sunday in a game that resulted in a 9-4 victory for the Mocs. This is the 6th straight win for the Lady Mocs and improves their record to 11-3 for the season. The next game will be against Florida Tech on Saturday at April 16th at 4 p.m. The men's lacrosse team faced a tough loss over the weekend as they were defeated by fellow Sunshine State Conference member Rollins 11-10. The Mocs trailed 11-7 with just under 6 minutes in the final quarter when junior attacker Tyler Copen nailed one into the net. The Mocs would come back with 2 more goals from junior Cody Dyer and freshman Kyle Gutman, but were unable to push past the Tars. The Mocs have a week off as they prepare to travel to Boca Raton to play at 18th-ranked Lynn University on April 16th. The 40th-ranked women's tennis team fell in a conference matchup against 77th-ranked Nova Southeastern this past Saturday. The lone win for the Mocs came from a singles match played by sophomore Linnea Skymberg. The women next play St. Leo Lions on the road tonight. And the men's 43rd-ranked men's tennis team had an upset over 30th-ranked Rollins College this past Wednesday. The men won 2 out of the 3 doubles matches, with both wins going into a tiebreaker. Jose de Sario, Miguel Alvarez-Avila, and Artur Vielenex all impressed with their singles wins. The men will also travel St. Leo Lions today. And today, we are lucky enough to have Trey Heath, head coach of the men's tennis team, with us after the impressive upset, in addition to Jose de Sario. Here's Lindsay Settlemile, get his reaction for the win and the goals for the rest of the season. Lindsay?
Hey guys, this morning I have with me Coach Trey Heath from the tennis team, and he brought along Jose de Sario. So we'll get started and ask them a couple questions. Okay, so guys, what are your thoughts about the upset over Rollins last week?
I think it was actually just a very cool experience for the team, knowing where we came from last year and the mentality of the guys this year to think that they could go out and compete at a high level and beat a team that we haven't beaten multiple years. It's outstanding.
Jose, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think definitely it was a great experience. I mean, we have a pretty young team, and I mean, beating that kind of team, it was expected, but I don't think most of the guys really believed it. But I mean, we really just went out there and did everything we can, and I think it's a really good win for us.
That's awesome. Now, Coach, I have to ask you about something you said about Jose. You said, and I quote, that he played like a possessed man. So what did you mean by that?
Jose has the ability to kind of show up at those big moments. He really embraces the match scenario. And our courts are set up so that I'm overwatching 4 of the other guys play, and I come around the corner and I look at the score and it's 5-0 already in the first set. I was like, oh, something's wrong. And I come back and they're already changing sides and he's won the first set. And he just kind of has that ability to, if he believes he's in a match, to just take that and run with it. And he's done it. He did it kind of down at Palm Beach the same way, and he did it against Rollins in a very, very big moment. He kind of set the tone with his mentality. He doesn't really have a leadership role, but he leads with his ability on the court. And he really, really that day kind of said, like, I'm putting the team on my shoulders and I'm going to set the tone early. And he did that. He had the desire in his eyes and continued it through both sets of play.
Jose, what do you think about that? What was your mentality going into that match that made you play like a possessed man?
I really didn't have one specific mentality. You know, I mean, the last Rollins has been one of the favorite teams on our conference for the past years, and I've been having really tough matches against those teams like Barry, Palm Beach, like Coach said, West Florida. So at the time when I got to the court, I knew they were favorite to win, but I didn't have that mentality. I just wanted to win no matter what, you know. And at the time of the match, everything just went my way actually, and I mean, it was pretty good.
That's awesome. So how are you guys going to take that big win last week and bring it into today's matches?
We actually have zero pressure. I mean, the only pressure we have is the pressure we put on ourselves to perform. And it's a chance for the guys on the team. Since Jose mentioned we have a young team, it's a chance for a lot of guys to really step up and show that, you know what, we can play at this level. There are no expectations. I mean, they're the number 2 team in the country. Probably a good chance they might be number 1 at the end of this week. And there's a good possibility for us to go over and say, hey, let's go just play free. And the way we played against Rollins, let that carry over for the rest of the season. So it was a great morale builder, that type of match is.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Well, good luck tonight, you guys. Make sure you guys check out how the tennis team, both the men's and the women's, plays tonight at St. Leo. All right, back to you, Zach.
Thank you, Lindsay, Coach Heath, and Jose. We look forward to seeing how the match plays out for both the men's and women's tennis teams tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I'm Zach Smith. Be sure to be tuned for us in future episodes. Have a great day.